Hello guys and girls, welcome to all of you in today's video again. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss about the forecasting which I had this week. The market is going to be very phenomenal because lots of good opportunities we have to trade in a market. So in today's video, we are going to discuss. I'm going to discuss about the top 6 pairs which I have forecasted, which is USD CHF, CAD JPY, USD JPY, and sorry, not USD JPY, Euro CAD and ZUSD GP CAD and GPUSD. These are the top 6 pairs which I'm going to discuss, and this video will be a little bit long just because I will explain all the psychologies behind that, because every price action structure in that in these top 6 pairs has a price action structures and the psychology behind that. So I will explain the psychology also. So please keep watching till the end of this video, just because it is very it means going to be helpful. You will learn lots of things. And one more thing I will share at the end of the video, what I learned from the last week in the market. Last week was very impulsive for me, so I will explain you about what I learned. So let me just start with the very first forecasted, which is USD CHF. USD CHF, if you look at this on the basis of price action structure, very clear. Let me just open a USD CHF. It is taking time. Yeah, now it's visible. So let me just explain you the psychology behind that. USD CHF looking very clear on the basis of price action structure. If you are understand that what is the price action structure and how it is working in a market. So as I explained to you in my previous videos, that whenever we are trading price action structures, we have to understand one thing, that we have to focus on a higher time frame structures to getting the right direction. If you look at this, the price action structure in daily time frame, you can see the price action structure in daily time frame moving in a sideways channel. You can see first touch, this was second touch, the price again moved down, it was, and this was near miss structure, it was played. And there's a 90% probabilities. Last week I was explaining on that whenever the price make a near miss structures, there's a higher possibility it again back to the structure and retest that. So what happened last week, if you look at this was a daily closing. We had a very good impulsive daily closing in USD CHF, which is clearly indicating that we are going to be at the low of the structure, which is what the high value area. If you look at this is very important high value area. Okay, so this level is very important high value as a trader I'm looking for. If you look at this level is very important high value area. But looking to the pattern separation part, what is the pattern separation? Pattern separation is a different pattern, or the another pattern which is forming in a smaller time frame. Okay, so if you look at this in a 4 hourly time frame, this was first touch, this was second touch, and the price moving to the low of the structure, it was very clear. Because why? We had an impulsive move. There's a higher possibility that the price will make any correction and then it will move down. Why? Because this is very important high value area. So because these area is very impulsive, very high value area, there's a higher possibility that we will get a bounce back from that level. And this is what I'm looking for on USD CHF. Very clear price action structure. If you look at this, first touch going to be second touch and going to be third touch. Okay, price moved down impulsively, there's a higher possibility it will form any correction over here. But what we have to look as a trader, we have to understand that how many kind of entries you can take. Either you can take risk entry from these levels, okay, or you can take a reduced risk entry setup from this level after getting a confirmation. Okay, so if you look at this will be a mesh psychology. Why? Mesh psychology means selling at the low and buying at the high. Okay, most of the traders do not understand what is the mesh psychology, and if you are new in this channel, you should definitely subscribe, because I talk a lot about the mesh psychologies and how it is working in a market. Okay, so this is what mesh psychology means: selling at the low and buying at the high, and most of the traders losing money at this area. So this is very important high value areas we have to look for. And this is for USD CHF. Very clear price action structure on a daily time frame also, and a 4 hourly time frame looking very clear. Okay, so this is my first forecasting for the week. I'm looking for this trade very impulsively. Either I will take a risk entry setup or reduce risk entry setup based on the market condition and how it is behaving. Okay, so this is first. Let's move forward into the another, which is uh CAD JPY. CAD JPY, if you look at this, first of all, always move to the higher time frame. As I always explain to you guys, that higher time frame structure will always give a better decision towards trend. Okay, what is going to go up and what is going to go down on the basis of direction, you can judge this on the basis of daily time frame structure or the weekly time frame. So if you look at this in daily time frame, you can see that we had a very good impulsive move down, but we are very close to the high value area. If you look at this, this previous support level was very important level, and currently if you look at this was very clear impulse move. Okay, right now the action structure was forming correction, and looking to the daily time frame, this is very important high value area. If you look at this is going to be a double top pattern, first level of interest, and this is what the second level of interest. So in daily time frame, I'm looking cat GPY for the buy side. So moving to the smaller time frame, moving to the 4 hourly time frame, if you look at this as a part of pattern separation, I have understand that you can see this is the first touch, this is the second touch, this is the first touch, this is the second touch, the price moved down, this is a third touch of the structure, and price move down. This is what, this is a sign of the mesh psychology. Most of the traders selling at this level and they are end up losing money. What I'm looking for, I'm looking this as an important support level, and there's a higher possibility that the price will bounce back. But one more thing I will add on this, that I will not going to take any risk entry setup in that means structure. Why? Because I am trading in this structure reversal, and it is very important that to trade a reversal, you have to have a very important or a strong confirmations to getting involved. So I will look for the reduced risk in this setup. What I'm looking for right now is that if the price will break this important support level, which was the previous important support level, and then again back to the structure, which is price come to the structure again and form any kind of flag entry or any kind of continuation patterns which give me a confirmations to getting involved, then I will trade this, otherwise I will reject this pair. Okay, so cat GPY is means my second look. I have forecasted this, but I'm very means committed on this. The reason is that it is very important to have a trading plan behind that. This is what I have forecasted, is that once the price will break the structure, it must has to be retested again. Okay, it must have to be retested again, and there should be one continuation patterns which give me a confirmations to getting involved, then I will trade this, otherwise I will not. Okay, so this is very important commitment I had on cat GPY, and this was my second forecasting. Let's move forward. EuroCAD, very clear price action structure, although let's move for the daily time frame first. I always urge you to move daily time frame to getting a right direction. You can see the mesh psychology again played in this structure. Those who are coming first time in my channel, definitely you should subscribe, guys, just because I'm putting lots of content on mesh psychologies, because it is what why most of the traders losing money. Okay, so mesh psychology must you have to understand, and you have to learn how to identify these and where we are finding mesh psychologies and where we are looking for the mesh psychology to play. Okay, so it is very important. If you look at this EuroCAD, you can see there's a clear price action structure. What is the price action structure in this? You can see this is very important support level. Okay, if you look at this is very important resistance level. Okay, what was happened, if you look at this was a clear breakout. The price moved down, it was a clear breakout that it was moved down, and here most of the traders end up losing money. Just because why? Because they do not understand that what are the psychologies behind that. Okay, so this is what called the mesh psychology. Mesh psychology means buying at the top and selling at the low. Most of the traders sell at the low. They think that when the price breaks support level, they have to sell. When the price breaks the resistance level, they have to buy. This is not how the forex market work. Okay, so let's move back to the pattern separation. If you look at this, the pattern separation part, you can see right now the price is moving into the descending channel, and it was very clear. You can see how the price bounced back. This was first touch, this was second touch, and this was third touch. From the third touch of the structure, means from the edge of the structure, if you look at this was first, this was second, and this was third. From the edge of the structure, price bounced back very nicely, and this is what impulsive move. And whenever the price make the impulsive move, what we look for as a trader to getting confirmations, we are getting any kind of confirmation. For confirmation, what we look for any kind of continuation patterns. Okay, so what I'm looking for in that price action pattern, if you look at this, it is very clear. Firstly, it was moving in ascending channel, and from that level it was also reacted very much. If you look at this, it was clearly moved down, and did not made any kind of hesitation towards taking trade, because ascending channel structure is very high probability setup. And those who know about the 90% probability, whenever the price action structure break the ascending channel, there's a 90% probability that the price will reach up to the low of the pattern. So this is what happened in same too. Looking to the price action structure, if you look at this, if I just invert the scale, you will get a clear indication that what you have to do next. You can see this is very clear ascending channel pattern, and which was breaked. This is very clear ascending channel pattern which was breaked. What we look for as a trader, we look for any kind of correction, and then we wait for the continuation to the downside. Okay, same thing if I just invert this, this is a very going to be a very clear trade for the long. You know, those who are looking for euro cat long, you guys must have to take this trade. Why? Because the structure is very clear. Okay, it is very important that we have to understand that how the structure is behaving. This price action structure is very clear on a daily time frame or a 4 hourly time frame structure. Why? Because price played mass psychology already. Price bounced back very impulsively, and impulsive bounce back is a show of momentum. It is clearly showing the momentum on a pattern or the price. Okay, so there's a higher possibility it will form any correction after the breakout of the correction structure. We should must have to look into that trade. Okay, so this was my third setup. Let's move forward into the NZUSD. Again, very clear price action pattern, and price action structure is about to the 90% probability. If you look at this, this is what the 90% probability structures. Again and again, I talk about this and how it is evolving in a market. You can see first touch, this was second touch, this was third touch. It was moved down super nicely. You can see price break the correction pattern, or sorry, ascending channel pattern, and that is very close to the 90% level. What I'm looking for, I'm looking for this level as a very important support level, and there's a higher possibility that I will get any kind of good trade for getting involved in this for the long. Why? Because this is what happened again and again. Whenever we are trading in a market, whenever we are trading in the 90% probability structures, it is what saying whenever the price hit the low of the pattern, there's a higher possibility it again retests the structure entirely. So looking to the pattern, it was very clear, very clear structure. I'm looking for what? I'm looking for mass psychology to play in a market and retesting. It is very important to have a retest and correction to getting involved. You can see I always look for corrections. Why? Because corrections give miss fuel to the price. It is very important that whenever the price action structure form any correction, I'm looking more it for the confirmations to getting involved in the trades. Okay, so this is why I'm looking for this. And those who are very impulsive in the market, they can trade risk entry setups, but I avoid risk entry setups when I trade the complete reversal structures. Okay, so this was NGUST. Should look for this. GPUST. Yeah, GPUST is also very clear on the basis of price action pattern. Move to a daily time frame first. Yeah, if you look at this, the price action structure in daily time frame, it is very clear. There is no comment needed to be over here. If you look at this mesh psychology again, I talk a lot about mesh psychologies and the level of area where you should have to look for. You can see the price action structure was very clear. The price breakout impulsively, it was form correction, and then it moved on completely. Although I missed some of the position in that, but it's still looking for the very clear pattern, because this structure I have traded again and again, and this is very important and high probability structures I have found in my last 7 year of trading career, and it was very clear. If you look at this, this is what the price action pattern is. It is very clear. What I'm looking for, same, I'm looking for any kind of flag entry. You can see how many flag entries I got, means price action structure form. It was first clear indication, impulse, correction, continuation. Second was what? This was clear impulse, this was correction, and this was a clear indication for the short. But I missed both of the times. Reason, I was looking for something else as a correlation part, and it was just because of that. Okay, so still I'm looking for any kind of flag entry setups or any kind of good correction which give me a confirmations to getting involved. And this is has a very good opportunity to capitalize up to the low of the pattern, because this is very important high probability structure. So GPUST, I'm looking for more on a short side. Let's talk about GBP CAD. Very clear price action pattern. If you look at this GP CAD, this is very clear price action pattern. You can see this was near miss structure, and what I'm looking for, there's a higher possibility the price will retest, make the third touch. You can see first touch, you can see second touch, and this is going to be a third touch of the pattern. From the third touch, price moved down impulsively, it will form correction. After breakout of the correction structure, I will take entry for the short. Okay, and this is going to be my target for this trade, because this is very important support level. If you look at this previously, this is very very important support level, and there is a higher possibility that the price will reach up to that level. So these are the top 6 pairs, guys, and I hope you understand this. Okay, and the one thing I wanted to explain to you that last week I missed lots of position. Okay, this is very very important learning I have learned this last week, and I thought I should have to share with you. So here it is this. Whenever we are getting impulsive in a market as a trader, it's been long time for me to trade in a market, so I get understand that when I'm becoming impulsive in a market and when I'm not. Okay, so last week what I have experienced that I was getting very very impulsive, my emotions was getting impulsive. So what I did, I just avoided to trade. Okay, very few positions I had last week, some of the loss, some of the was in profit. But the thing I have learned is that you cannot be impulsive at that same time. Okay, either market will be impulsive or you will be. Okay, if you try to both impulsive at the same time, you will end up losing money. But as a trader, you have to understand that protecting your capital is one of the most important profit you can make. Okay, as a trader, it is very very important to protect your capital. Okay, so this is very very important learning. Okay, what was the learning is that you cannot be impulsive at you both cannot be impulsive at the same time. Either you will be impulsive in a market or the market will be impulsive, and you have to keep away from the market. Okay, so it is very very important learning for me, and I have learned this from my experience, and that was great. So these are the top 6 pairs, guys. You should must check this out, these 6 pairs, and look for how you are looking for. I am looking very very super recharge and looking good for the market next week, and I hope you also. And thank you for all of you to watching this video till the end. And if you like this, definitely subscribe the channel. Thank you.